Fish aggregation devices, or FADs, exploit the natural association of pelagic fish species to structure. They've been used for decades in artisanal fisheries as a way to collect or accumulate fish around structures.
So we consulted a few design manuals, and they focus on surface FADs, and those are obviously FADs that float on the surface. The subsurface FADs typically aren't deployed in water deeper than 300 meters, so there isn't a whole lot of information on how to design what we wanted to do. We had to develop that in-house, and it was kind of an iterative process. We didn't try and fail, we just kind of talked about it for really 6 months or so and consulted a lot of different people who deploy anchors for aquaculture cages and other sort of stuff.
We're using subsurface deep water FADs, which are the first ones to be deployed strictly for research. The fact that they're subsurface renders them more or less off limits to fishing, which gives us sort of a strictly research view into what's going on with these fish aggregation devices. So the main research objectives that we're looking at are how to use FADs as a conservation tool and some of the management strategies that would be good on FADs.
So we tow out the anchor, and when we get to the location that we're going to drop the anchor, we pay out the mooring line down current, the entire length of the mooring line, and then we go forward a little bit beyond the point where we want the anchor to end up, about a third of the way beyond it. And we have a release under load mechanism, which is under tension, and that's essentially holding the lift bags to the anchor while we're towing it. And I mean, these things can go up to 7,000 pounds capacity. And you've got a leash or a tether on it that when you pull it, it separates and it drops the anchor. So when the anchor drops, it's going really fast. And it kind of just drags the line down with it.
So the FAD project is one of the research projects for this semester's Island School students. They've really been involved in every step of the process, from constructing the FAD to actually putting it out. Now they are getting more involved in the early monitoring processes, so conducting most of our video surveys and fish counts so we can get an idea of what's accumulating on the FADs in these really early stages.
So this project already from the beginning has been incredibly exciting. Everything from the difficulties associated with deploying these deep water subsurface FADs to seeing what's accumulating on these FADs and actually seeing that they're working. You name it, it could show up on these FADs. Really, really exciting every time we go out. We never know what's going to show up.